Hello, I'm Samantha with Empower Multimedia. We post content regarding business, academia, and entrepreneurship. Remember, if you ever need help with starting or growing your business, click the link in the description for a free 15-minute consultation. Today we will be covering how to file an LLC in Georgia. Just as a reminder, this video is strictly informational and is not advice. So the very first step is going to be choosing a name for your LLC. Under Georgia law, an LLC must contain one of the following: either limited liability company or limited company. The term limited is allowed to be abbreviated to LTD and company as CO. The complete name must be 80 characters or less, including any spaces and/or punctuation. Your LLC's name must be recognizably different from the names of other business entities already on file with the Georgia Secretary of State Corporations Division. Names may be checked for availability by searching the Corporations Division Business Name Database. You may reserve a name for 30 days online or by filing a name reservation request form. The reservation fee is $25. So you can also use a fictitious business name. You don't have to use your LLC's official legal name registered in your articles of organization when you do business out in the real world. Instead, you can use a fictitious business name, also called a trade name or DBA for short, or assumed name. To do so in Georgia, you must register your fictitious name with the Clerk of Superior Court of the county where your LLC's principal office is located. You can find the appropriate clerk's office at the Georgia Superior Court Clerks Cooperative Authority website. Your second step is going to be appoint a registered agent. Every Georgia LLC must have an agent for service of process in the state. This is an individual or business entity that agrees to accept legal papers on the LLC's behalf if it is sued. A registered agent may be either an individual resident or business entity that is authorized to do business in Georgia. The registered agent must have a physical street address in Georgia. Your third step is going to be filing articles of organization and transmittal form. A Georgia LLC is created by filing articles of organization with the Georgia Secretary of State Corporations Division Corporations. The articles must include the LLC's name and the signature of an organizer, member, manager, or an attorney in fact. The filing fee is $100. The articles of organization can be filed online or by postal mail. If you file by mail, you must also complete a transmittal information form, Georgia Limited Liability Company, Form 231. This form must include the LLC's email address, the LLC's name and name reservation number, if any, the name and address of the person filing the articles, the LLC's principal mailing address, the name and address of LLC's registered agent, and all the organizers' names and addresses. Here's some important information about the articles of organization and transmittal form. Firstly, if filing by mail, you must send 2 copies of the articles of organization. Only 1 copy of the transmittal form is needed, though, and disregard this if you are filing online. Furthermore, the approval times are 12 to 15 business days by mail or 7 business days if you are filing online. And you will get back a receipt, a stamped and approved copy of your articles of organization, and a certificate of organization which has a state seal and can be used when opening a bank account. If you file by mail, these documents are returned by mail, and if you file online, these documents are returned by email. You also have the option for expedited filing. Faster processing times are available for both filing by mail and filing online. There are 2 options for online expediting, which is $100 extra for 2-day processing, or $250 extra for same-day processing. And you have one other option for mail expediting. It's $100 extra for 2-day processing. And here's a tip: no expedited form is needed. Just include the extra amount in the check or money order. The fourth step is preparing an operating agreement. An LLC's operating agreement is not required in Georgia, but it is highly advisable. This is an internal document that establishes how your LLC will be run. It sets out the rights and responsibilities of members and managers, including how the LLC will be managed. You can also help preserve your limited liability by showing that your LLC is truly a separate business entity. In the absence of an operating agreement, state LLC law will govern how your LLC operates. Your fifth step is going to be obtaining an EIN. If your LLC has more than 1 member, it must obtain its own IRS employer identification number, even if it has no employees. If you form a 1-member LLC, you must obtain an EIN for it only if it will have employees, or you elect to have it taxed as a corporation instead of a sole proprietorship. You may obtain an EIN by completing an online application on the IRS website. For this, there is no filing fee. Finally, you're going to need to file annual registrations. All LLCs doing business in Georgia must file an annual registration with the Secretary of State and pay a $50 filing fee. The initial registration is due between January 1st and April 1st of the year following the calendar year in which the LLC was formed. The registration should be filed online. Here are some other questions you may have. First, can a foreign LLC do business in Georgia? All LLCs organized outside of Georgia must register with the Georgia Secretary of State to do business in the state. Foreign LLCs must appoint a registered agent for service of process physically located in Georgia. To register, file an application for Certificate of Authority for Foreign Limited Liability Company. You can file online or by postal mail. For this, the filing fee is $225. You may be wondering if you need a business license. So depending on the type of business and where it is located, your LLC may need to obtain other local and state business licenses. For local licenses, check with the city in which the business's primary place of business is located, or county if it is an unincorporated area. For state licenses, check the Georgia Secretary of State's First Stop Business Guide. In summary, here's what you'll need to file an LLC in Georgia. First, the name of the LLC or valid name reservation number, name and address of the person filing for the LLC, a valid email address, mailing address of the principal office, name and address of the registered agent, name and address of each organizer, any optional provisions you need to add to your articles of organization, and finally a form of payment. And depending on how you apply, your form of payment will be one of the following: credit card, check, cashier's check, or money order. Thank you for watching. This concludes the video. Make sure you check back with Empower Multimedia for all of your business, academia, and entrepreneurship concerns. Remember, if you ever need help with starting or growing your business, click the link in the description for a free 15-minute consultation. If you have any questions, comments, or video recommendations, please comment below. Also, remember to like and subscribe.